Hard as the bunkers are, the greatest difficulty at Oakmont comes from the greens. Since 1904, they've been considered some of the fastest and most frustrating in the country. Phones wanted to push them to the limits, so he had early greenkeepers cut the grass even shorter, down to 1/15 of an inch in 6-foot diameters around the hole, ensuring that balls were accelerating toward the cup on all putts. Oakmont also developed an early method of rolling their greens, using steel barrels that weighed 1/4 ton to flatten the grass even further. Sam Snead once quipped that during a tournament, he marked his ball with a dime, and when he went back to replace it, the coin had slipped off the green. Those greens are planted with an old, unique strain of pure Poa annua grass and are miracles of slope and speed. At certain times of the year, they measure 14 or 15 feet on the Stimpmeter. In fact, Oakmont is the reason we know about green speeds. The Stimpmeter device for measuring how quick they play was invented at Oakmont by member Ed Stimpson. Stimpson was on hand observing the 1935 US Open when he thought the greens were far too fast after he watched Gene Sarazen putt his ball into a bunker. Sarazen had 2 putts on that green, Stimpson remembered, but they were not in succession. To prove the greens were too fast, Stimpson created what is basically a 3-foot ramp originally made of wood and now made of aluminum, with a notch for a golf ball and a channel for it to roll down. To use it, you slowly lift one end until the ball begins rolling down the ramp onto the flattest section of the green the user can find. The distance of the roll is measured in feet. You repeat the exercise in the opposite direction, average the 2 measurements, and that's now known as the Stimpmeter speed. The USGA didn't begin using the Stimpmeter to measure US Open green speeds until 1976. Then, in a nationwide measurement of green speeds in 1977, the USGA reported that the average speed for all US courses was about 6.5 feet, with private courses a touch faster. Some of the greatest courses, like Shinnecock Hills, Winged Foot West, and Augusta National, had Stimpmeter readings between 7'2" and 7'11". Oakmont's were 9 feet 8, by far the fastest in the country. For reference, a flat linoleum floor has a Stimpmeter reading of 21 feet. That should put those 15-foot days at Oakmont in perspective.